Léihme Dawn Ella as Gaelge. I'm going to read a poem in Irish, a poem called Giorria Artach, which translates as Artic Hare. And I was lucky enough to do some long walking in Greenland in the early summer of 2003. And that was, the first or the second Iraq war was supposed to be over. Tony Blair and George Bush had proclaimed victory. And of course, we know what happened in the decade after that, and how it was only the beginning of a much, much darker era. But one of the things I was unused to, it was one of the first times in my life that for perhaps 10 days or so, I'd seen no newspaper or hadn't heard the radio or knew nothing. In the middle of that, I saw this, just came up a small hill and saw this beautiful white hare down in a small valley below me. There was no snow on the ground except on hills, but there were icebergs flying by, and floating by. It was just a strange landscape, but I immediately connected that hare with where I live in Ivra, where traditionally beagling was a very popular sport, foot beagling, people hunting hares, usually not catching them or not wanting them, but just out for the run. But I thought of the hare's vulnerability, also its cleverness, but its vulnerability to packs of hounds. And I thought of the world as being like a pack of hounds. I was also thinking of the hare in its folkloric way as being a trickster, as being the form a witch could take, and that the witch would steal the milk from cattle in the form of the hare sucking the cattle, all sorts of ideas like that. And they all came together in this picture of the Artic hare. So I'll read the translation first. Artic hare. Transfixed in a mountain hollow, your ears all attention, you could be listening out for baying beagles in Ivrahog valleys, but that your lime-white coat can't hide the northern snow in your blood and breeding. Or is it that the milk the old witch, taking the shape of a hare, stole from the neighbour's cows, has you morphed into this indigenous brightness? No matter. In this unyielding remoteness, villainy and vulnerability meld one into the other, undisturbed by the weighty ways of the world. Survival's the thing. For 2 weeks now, I've had neither sight nor sound of the big world, nor of the decrees of men who speak to God and to whom God speaks before the bombs release, the weeping in the slaughter. But since the world is now a hare between packs, trembling in every part, listening in terror to the bugling of the crazed hunters among mountains and plains and deserts, here is my wish for this hare in a Greenland hollow. May no wolf, nor owl, nor eagle come upon you. May no tooth, nor beak, nor talon tear you. And may your white fur never be dappled with blood. Of course, the reference there to men speaking to God before the bombs, not only to people like Osama bin Laden and Islamic terrorism, but the way George Bush and Tony Blair invoked their Christianity, and both said they had prayed to God for guidance before the war, the bombing started in Iraq, which has led to so much since. Sean Legan Gailgad and Mundan. Giorria Artach. Id stack ilogan schley, the gach Lewis bir, deid fa vesan orgel glam gair in lianti vrohig, ach geskeichen da van de cholte, geschnacht en tuskert is doel agus duchestit. No een banje rid en challach, a júl I rocht Giorria o voiv na gorsan, a chléchlik hú go gile sin na gríoch seo. Chama sa tiach. San ír ghóltucht chrua seo, lean agus roan, rógaracht agus leochlach tríd is tríd I chéile, beg bean chora traum chúiseach an tail. Techt slán is cúram. Thás ná túris níle gamsa le caicías an sail mór ná chinnethe na bhar a lauran le dia is a lauran díal le leo ris scaoile na mómaí rih an gol san ár. A chultá an dahan mar Giorria idir chonartive, gach é an bhaul cri I géisteacht faoi scíle le séide airce na sealgarí mire chlíomh is bhachare is ásach. Se mo ghuí de Giorria I legáin slé sa Gréanlan. Fiallar, foiil chú ná alcoáin ná haga ort, cromh gob ná fiacail ná rugga riamh ort, is ná roimh de chlú bháin chíthe breach led ill.